5.
0 and 7. It's not good. Tomb is their worst map by far, and for Method, it's a map where they are currently 5 and 2. They have a few maps where traditionally they are better, Dragonshire for example, but Dragonshire got banned out, so they can't fall back on that. Diamond Skin took it away, but Tomb is still another battleground where Diamond Skin struggles a lot, and Method is looking pretty solid with a 5 and 2 track record. So yeah, both of the teams have played 7 games on Tomb. Diamond Skin hasn't won a single one, 0% win ratio. Method has won 5 out of those 7 games.
Diamond Skin done with the bird. Medivh will be banned out. Tired of being portal on and being picked off one by one like a vulture. Why don't we have a vulture Medivh skin?
Good question, actually.
It feels so appropriate.
To be honest, I don't play a lot of Medivh. It's not really a hero that I consider when I talk about skins.
It'd work though.
It would work, yeah.
It would work.
Get on. You could also get a peacock skin or something.
There was an AMA yesterday. I missed out. Dang, dude.
I think you have connections. You can probably ask that question somewhere else. Yeah. All right, first ban. What's it going to be? Method banned out Garrosh on the last map. Are they just going to... They can just continue banning out Garrosh. I mean, there's nothing really to stop them from doing that. I don't think there's any other first pick on the map. I mean, you could ban Hanzo, I suppose.
Sure, Hanzo. I mean, Diablo's still worthy ban too on this battleground. If they think they can handle the Garrosh. It's banned the Tracer, though.
All right, the anti-Roskmech ban. Garrosh first pick immediately. That doesn't shock me.
Insta Garrosh.
Yeah, insta.
Do we get Diablo, though, for Method right away? On this battleground? Arcaner has shown a little bit of Nubrak, too. He's actually been pretty versatile for someone that's coming straight into the tank role. He's played, I think, 4 different tanks?
Yeah. That double pick is going to be super interesting to me. Also, still, I want to see what Phoenix is going to do. Phoenix actually has picked up another victory, because in the previous series we saw Phoenix twice, and he got shut down twice. He didn't win a single game. So now with this very dominant game from Method, Phoenix has picked up another victory. Method could actually go for him again. The one thing that I really like about Phoenix is that he has that switch between the 2 attack modes where you have actual wave clear.
Sure.
So it's a hero that is in that sense quite versatile. He has a wave clear when you need it, but he can also deliver on the single target damage. But we heard already before from Hazops that he personally feels that Hanzo is just like the better choice in a lot of these cases. I feel it depends a bit on the playstyle. I like the mobility advantages that you have around Warp, for example, and even the ult. But in this case now, an early Blaze is chosen, and they also have Hanzo now.
Method agreeing. Hanzo a strong pickup. This battleground really accents that too. Having some decent wave clear, can go for boss rushes if you want to go for Scatterer build. I actually like both builds here, Stormbolt build and Scatterer build. Malfurion and Genji.
Tracer is banned, so we have Genji for Roskmech.
Rosmeg, always getting a lot of compliments by a lot of our teams here in the HGC when it comes to his Genji.
I mean, do you target the bottom lane now? Thrall could be banned out.
If you're
worried about him. Yeah. I mean, they have Blaze. It's very likely going to be the offlaner. We still always talk about the possibility of him being in the main tank role, but I don't really think that here you really need that. You still have the opportunity to get so many good frontliners right now, where you have a main tank. You talked about Diablo. You could use ETC. You can use Johanna. So there's so much available here. You don't have to put him into the main tank position.
Sonia's always a threat by herself. And she can chunk down Blaze pretty decently. Blaze can hold itself in the lane. So Sonya Ban can work here. I wouldn't mind it. Malthael also, if you want to move into that double tank.
True, if you want to go for another hit point heavy one, then you could ban Malthael out as well. Again, Malthael not really quite the hero that in Europe has a big impact, but he has been played by Diamond Skin 4 times in the past. They're a bit more worried about the damage side. Junkrat gets banned out, Stukov gets eliminated. You have picked Malfurion for yourself, so Stukov gets the boot. This is the one that interests me, because I'm still waiting to see what Shrimpy is going to take.
Will the Kerrigan come back?
Okay, that would be awesome. Well, we have seen Kerrigan. I think Kerrigan is 3-0 right now, if I'm not mistaken, and all 3 times played by them. But
and they always play it with Blaze, too, if they could. Dragonshire in particular is where we saw it. The idea being you could drop a bunker, Kerrigan goes for a combo, doesn't work out, jump in the bunker and get your armor.
Yeah, Kerrigan is 3-0, and all 3 of those games have been played by them, as mentioned.
If not...
I don't know, I just want to see more Phoenix. I'm still not really, I'm not really sold on the Phoenix idea. I think I agree with Haas when he says the hero is overrated from what people perceived him to be when we came into the weekend. But at the same time, I just feel that he's a bit better than what he has shown so far. So I would love them to go into any kind of this double setup. The problem is, I agree with it that I don't think it's going to happen. And now that we have Johanna and Uther and that last pick being kept open, Shrimpy's hero, I could totally see them go into something like a Kerrigan and just simply say, if it fits, depending on what Diamond Skin takes right now, that Shrimpy is just going to YOLO it.
Don't forget about a Chromie too.
Yeah.
Chromie could be that fits slot in there when I should be play the Hanzo.
Mm-hmm.
But it is open-ended based on what their opponent gets.
Yeah. Shrimpy just likes to be on those impactful heroes that can make the big plays. And so yeah, there's a lot open still for him. Diamond Skin on the other hand. So what we still need from them is a solo laner. We want something at the bot lane that can deal with Blaze. We could potentially see Sonya, as we said before.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about Tomb and about Diamond Skin. I mean, they have played Blaze. They have tried so many things. They went from Malthael, they went into Blaze. They have shown Sonya. They played 7 times here and they didn't pick up a single victory. They even tried Ragnaros and it didn't work out for them. So it feels at this point that they're really not quite sure what to do here. Thrall.
Gul'dan?
Thrall is a new approach. They haven't tried Thrall yet. And yeah, we have Gul'dan with that, so the wave clear comes in. Come on, Shrimpy.
Feels like a Chromie to me.
I'll be okay with the Chromie too. I'm just ready for one of these X Factor picks. And with how long they're currently waiting for the pick, you can really tell that they'll make it very dependent on what's just picked. The double Orc, the triple Orc setup that we're having for Diamond Skin, and the last 2 picks here definitely influencing the choice of method quite heavily. So there's a bit of a discussion going on. What can we actually pull off right now?
The Kerrigan still works here. I mean, you have the Uther Divine Shield into the Maelstrom, you get the Blaze Bunker available, Johanna to drop the blinds in case Thrall goes in for a chase. The only worry is that Garrosh Malfurion combo and a Twilight Dream could be deadly. And a Shrimpy. I think now we just wait for the timer to tick down.
I think they're also, I mean, consider how the last game went.
Yeah.
This is where you have the confidence, where you say, like, guys, we can crush them. We can just, like, run over them, dominate early, get the double turn in, take it from there. It's Chromie. Okay with Chromie, but I would have loved to see a Kerrigan. But again, this is Europe. We haven't seen too many Kerrigan plays. They played it 3 times, but then you have to also acknowledge that we have seen 180 games so far in Europe in 2018. So if you throw that on the other side with the 3 games, then you're quickly ending up in a position where it's like, yeah, probably not.
Yeah. You feel bad, though, for Chromie, right? Because we're all building up this Kerrigan. We're getting excited for the Queen of Blades, all these sick combos coming in there. We're like, oh, Chromie. Well, combos available here for Method. They have really good control, too. Decent wave clear as well between Johanna, Blaze, and even Hanzo. So if they're able to control the Battleground, they should do well. Looking over to Diamond Skin, they got a composition that you look at this Battleground like, okay, this could work out. I just think, again, game number 1 kind of gives us an indicator that right now Method seems to be a little bit more on fire.
Again, let's throw a caveat in here. I like this combo a lot more for Diamond Skin than what they had on the first map. The first map, you looked at it, it was like, what are you doing? What's that going to be? And I felt in the first game, their win condition was really win it early, snowball it. And outside of that, once you fall behind with that heavy of a melee focus, you're just done. Especially against what Method had. Then you lose 6 heroes on the first Shrine fight, and the game is basically... in scrims, you would have gone there and would have said, okay, GG guys, next.
Yeah.
And gone straight into the next game. That didn't happen. That's a more normal combo. There's a lot of strength in this combo. We have also Rospig on Genji. I like it more, but of course, the favorite for this is still Team Method as we go into game number 2 on Tomb of the Spider Queen.
That we do here on the left in the blue. Nande playing Thrall, Darkmok on Gul'dan, Robodoba on Garrosh, Wolfjo on Malfurion, and Rosmeg to play Genji.
And over to the right side of the map, we have their opponents. In the 1-0 lead in this best-of-5 series, Team Method with Arcane on Johanna, Aethera on Blaze, Curson on Uther, Shrimpy on Hanzo, and Nick on Chromie.
Chromie with the Time Walker's Pursuit. Looks like we're getting the Q build here from Hanzo as he looks to poke down his opponent. So it looks like we're going to go for a single target DPS damage and try to blow them up. Could be an indicator that we may get that temporal loop, which can be useful against a Malfurion. So let's go ahead and hop into it. As we head to the middle lane, and the poke starts as Nick is looking to get those Sandblast stacks in 60 there. You get a Zeko.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, if you're a Diamond Skin, you want to open this up with a bang, ideally. After you just lost the last map, this is one of those moments when you just have to shrug the loss off and say, okay, didn't work out, let's go and focus on the next game and take it 1 game at a time. For Diamond Skin, there's still, of course, they still are in this position where they are trying to use this as a bit of a training opportunity as well. Find that stability that Robodoba has been talking about earlier. You're preparing for the Crucible at this point already. You know your opponents, you know that there's worse positioning coming in, and that we're also having Grand Gaming. So those are the two that you could potentially go up against, and you want to use that extra practice that you gain through HGC to gain an advantage and hold your spot in HGC.
A lot of poke there from Method. Diamondskin finding a pick on Uther, but he's still able to walk away from the fight, even despite getting rooted there. Golden just couldn't step up and apply the final damage, especially with Chromie bringing out that Dragon's Breath. Method did a really good job on their poke, in fact. Looking at the stacks here, 9 for Chromie already, a couple already on the way for Hanzo. He's trying to finish that level 1. Really
nice dodge also on Arcana as Robodoba was attempting to lock him down. The two Aussies clinched into a fight there. But that was a very nice move. Didn't even have to use Iron Skin, which at that point was still on cooldown. So now, moving forward, putting Robodoba into a bit of trouble, but not really too much. Down to half health. See at the bot lane, still the battle with the Thero going up against Nanda here. But both teams are pretty equal in experience.
Still almost a kill there on Genji, and it might be a kill here on Robodoba. Condemn comes off, he's low on health. He barely gets away, 43 armor, but gosh, Robodoba on that front line having a difficult time against the poke here from Schwimpy and Nick.
You're definitely getting heavily pressured, and that's of course a bit of an issue since you are trying to keep the control over the 4-man rotation so that you have the access and the control over the turn-in points too. And that's something that they just don't have right now. Method is doing very well with it. We already have an early Nexus portal here from Uther trying to make sure that he has the mana to help out during those fights around level 4. And of course the continuous stacking from Nick on his Chromie.
One thing that's really helped out with the wave clear from Method is they keep peeling off Ethereal from the bottom lane to go to the middle to push it out. Mostly because Echo Velvet's picked by Thrall and you know he's going to try and take his time soaking. Rosbag actually charging towards Schwimpy and trying to get a kill, and he actually gets it.
Even with Curson healing him over the wall, that was just Rosmig identifying, dude, you don't have your trade anymore, you're dead.
Genji getting those kills, and that's why Rosmig is one that a lot of people talk about when it comes to his Genji. He will push the envelope. He loves his aggression.
First blood against Schwimpy. And Schwimpy B-stepped them in game number 1, especially after the kill against Rosmig. So he probably just thought, dude, I'm going to pay you back. And he just did.
And we might get another kill too. Curson locked in. Here's a root. Robodoba finds a pick. And Curson taken out same time. Diamondskin comes into game number 2. Finds an experienced lead of their opponents. And also securing 2 kills.
Very well done. Diamondskin with a good lead. And yes, also they start to get a bit of momentum going with the turn-ins. They get the experience advantage. And if they confirm the turn-in, get also the Siege Giant camp that they're working on at the bot lane here, there's definitely a good chance that they will take a massive lead in experience.
And they need it too. And it's also great because they have Gul'dan who's ramping up, that Corruption level 1, currently sitting in a total of 8 stacks. But the same can be said about Method as well as they continue to ramp up. That Chromie now finally hitting that level 5, bringing out that Dragon's Eye so she can go for the combo if a lockdown connection hits into an Uther stun. So Method definitely will have a lot of upfront damage, especially with 8 looming around the corner.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure against Darkmook here, but so far, I mean, Gul'dan was... Oh, yeah, okay, that was a pretty tough hit. That nearly dropped him. I was just about to say he wasn't under too much pressure yet and not close to dying. But also, Darkmook on 8 stacks. So the stacking process on both sides is not going to be going too well. Darkmook is sitting at 8 for the Echoed Corruption. Chromie, Nick is sitting at 17 right now. But we have the pressure against Curson again. He's trying to dodge the roots. Really low here. Heals himself and gets away. But this setup with Nanda, Rosmig and Wolfjo really made it difficult for him. And yeah, there's a bit of a wedge driven between the members of Team Method right now. So this is far cry away from what we've seen in game number 1.
And both teams have a turn-in too. Ooh, Arcana comes in, able to get a little bit of a blinding there. Only 6 gems would have been dropped off, but still, Rosmeg trying to get there. 20 in full. Already dropped off 4 Diamondskin. As you look over to Method, they have 37.
Yeah, also down to the bot lane, Blaze has been pressured by Thrall and Genji and needs to move back here, but the rotation is coming in, and